Doris Day and John Denver may have belonged to different eras of music, yet both left a profound mark on American culture. Doris Day, the golden-voiced singer and actress of the 1950s and 1960s, represented innocence, optimism, and the wholesome image of post-war America. John Denver, rising to fame in the 1970s with his heartfelt folk and country songs, captured the spirit of a changing nation searching for authenticity and connection to nature. While the two were never frequent collaborators, Doris Day once shared her true feelings about John Denver, and her words revealed the deep respect and admiration she had for the younger star. Doris Day's career had been defined by a mix of music, romantic comedies, and her radiant personality. She was America's sweetheart, known for her warm smile and voice that could light up a room. By the time John Denver became a household name with hits like Take Me Home, Country Roads' Annie's Song, and Rocky Mountain High, Doris Day was largely retired from Hollywood, choosing instead to focus on her passion for animals and quiet living. Still, she remained keenly aware of the new generation of entertainers, and Denver's music caught her attention in a special way. According to those who knew her, Doris Day admired John Denver for his sincerity and his refusal to bow to industry trends. Unlike many pop stars of the 1970s, Denver leaned into simplicity. His music wasn't about flash or rebellion, it was about love, nature, family, and an almost spiritual sense of gratitude for life. Doris reportedly said that Denver's songs reminded her of a time when music was about heart rather than spectacle. For her, Denver's voice carried an honesty that transcended his words. What struck Doris Day most, however, was Denver's humanity off stage. Friends of both recalled that Day praised Denver's kindness, humility, and down-to-earth lifestyle. She had spent years in Hollywood, an industry often driven by ego and ambition, and she found it refreshing that Denver remained grounded despite his enormous fame. Day admired how Denver used his platform to champion causes like the environment and humanitarian work. In many ways, she saw in him a reflection of her own values, someone who understood that celebrity could be a tool for positive change rather than self-indulgence. Doris Day also related to John Denver's struggles. Beneath the cheerful persona she carried in public, Doris had endured heartbreak, troubled marriages, and personal challenges. Similarly, Denver, despite his joyful music, faced difficulties in his personal life, including a turbulent marriage and the pressures of stardom. Doris recognized the duality in him, the artist who sang about joy and peace, yet privately wrestled with life's burdens. To her, this only made his music more authentic, because it came from a place of lived experience rather than performance. When Doris Day finally spoke openly about John Denver, she described him as a rare soul in the business. She believed his music would outlive the trends of his time, resonating with future generations who craved honesty in art. Her words proved prophetic. Today, Denver's songs remain beloved, sung at weddings, played on road trips, and cherished as anthems of home, love, and nature. For Doris Day, who had always believed in the power of music to uplift and heal, John Denver represented a continuation of that legacy. Her true feelings about him were not just admiration for his talent, but for the man behind the songs. In a world where stars come and go, Doris Day saw John Denver as timeless, an artist whose heart shone through every note.